Hello everybody, welcome back. Graham here. Thank you for joining me on the channel. It's episode 27 and I want to say I am feeling pretty positive at the moment. I'm feeling good. I'm getting things done. I'm being very creative on the cooking side of things. It's February, so I moved out of January, and that January, it was rough. I had an injection. I didn't feel particularly good. You know, I've talked about the cycles, and I'm out of that low, and I'm now moving back up. I sat down the other day, and I thought, I'm going to write, or I'm going to put together at least 30 new menus or dishes I want to actually cook and put on and post onto the channel. And I've started to go through them, and I've done at least 8, and they're all scheduled up ahead, and I've got myself into a really good place where, you know, I'm about 6-7 weeks ahead and really done some great foods. I'm really pleased about that. But that's a reflection of me feeling good now. And I don't know, I can't put it down to it because I did have that Lupron injection and I did feel pretty rough afterwards. But I've now started to move up, got myself motivated, and the reward of being motivated and getting something done has brought me into a new space, a good place. And I don't want to mislead you and say I've moved past cancer stage. You know, it's still there, it's still part of my life, but I'm dealing with it in a much more positive way. I'm getting things into proportion. It's like things don't seem like they used to. It's a subtle change in me where I feel a lot more positive. I know we've just gone through Christmas and we had a great Christmas, and I did a lot of the organising, and I just felt good. You know, I think one of the things is that, you know, I've been treating my health. You know, I got my blood pressure sorted out, and that's all. You know, I got another tablet to take every day. You know, I sorted out the acid reflux. That's another tablet. That's 2 tablets. I've managed to take back control of my asthma, so that's good. And I'm just generally looking after my health now, being more positive about it. I haven't had, the cold or the flu. I didn't take the injection. I wouldn't take the injection this year. I did not want to take it, the flu injection. And I certainly didn't take, the COVID one. I've had 4 of those, and I just had a very rough year last year. So I was invited to take it. You know, I'm not influencing you or in any way, shape or form. If you think you need to take it, you take it. If you want to take the flu or the COVID, you go ahead and do it. You work on the advice of your doctor. But me personally, I felt this year I did not want to take the flu jab, and I didn't want to have the COVID jab. And I'm feeling pretty good. I know it's only, February, and there's still time to get, run down. But I don't feel run down. I feel okay. And I'm eating well. I'm sleeping okay. When I say okay, I still wake up, 2-3 times in the night, have to go to the toilet, come back, but I'm falling back to sleep pretty quickly. And I remember, 3-4 months ago, I couldn't do half the things I was doing now. I would somehow, by 3 o'clock, I would have to take like a 20-minute sleep. Now, most men at 59, 60 will say, yeah, well, that's normal. I'll just have a quick eye shut. But I'm doing all right. I'm going through the whole day doing lots of things, including my normal routine, and functioning okay. And I think when it gets to about 10 o'clock, I go to bed and I'm asleep like that. And that's a good thing. And that's me taking back control of my health and not taking anything for granted anymore. You know, I'm 59 and we all go through the processes of reassessment. But the big reassessment came when I was diagnosed. That was absolutely, I guess, the wake-up call and said, right, you know, enough, you know, and I had to put everything into perspective and say, deal with this, deal with this, deal with this. And the cancer, that will take a process, you know, that will take 3.5 years to go through. But I'm not looking at myself as a victim, never really have. I don't, you know, look at myself as, you know, disabled or have a disability. I just have self-respect of my body, or I have respect for my body, and I certainly have respect for my mental health, because that has switched. You know, my mental health has improved now, and I'm getting things very much into perspective. So moving from there, I wanted to tell you, you know, I was talking about a little bit of a life change, and I'd love to probably move country or take on a whole new project. And, you know, that was my heart speaking, but my mind turned around and said, you know, slapped me back down and said, what are you talking about? You know, you can't do something like that. But, you know, one of the things I was thinking about, you know, am I strong enough to now think about going back into the workplace? I haven't been back in the workplace for a long time, but, you know, have I got room in my life for a part-time job, which will mean getting out of the house, socializing with, you know, your workplace colleagues, and taking on something that will probably take a chunk more time? And that's something I'm pondering, and whether I could do that. Now I'll have to, because I've got the channel now, and that takes a bit of time, and then I've got Morgan, and I've got, you know, everything else has to fall into place around Morgan and the wife, and taking care of other things. But I think by, you know, late spring, early summer, I'm going to look at something that possibly, you know, I could combine as an interest, but also, you know, do it as a part-time job. I'll keep you posted on that. And I don't know if a lot of you are doing something, or you've taken up, you know, a full-time hobby, or you've gone back into the workplace. Let me know. Because, you know, I certainly can't go back into what I did as a full-time career. You know, those days have gone, but, you know, to readjust and to refocus onto something, I might consider that, you know. As I said, let me know if you've done that, and you are in like a part-time whatever. Let me know what you're doing. And I think this episode was about me giving you a positive message that everything is getting better. And I can't understand quite where it is, but it's a very subtle improvement. Now that might shoot me right back down again when I have the Lupron injection. But I'm recovering from those injections quite quickly in a much more positive way. Anyway, thanks for joining me. It's always a pleasure, and I hope to see you on the next one. And bye for now.